position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. It'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Easy.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense. Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback keeper. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Motion from the wideout. Hauls it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for space, it's Lewis. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. And the defense jumps on it. They get the turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry. You're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
The give to the tailback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
And the Vols will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They send the tight end in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Bottom field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Texas 7, Tennessee 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. To the ground with the back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Staley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Volunteers are flying down the field. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Thomas. Tackled there by the defense.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously, he's doing the run-pass option, creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for space. It's Gibson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Jefferson. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes. So
makes the grab down the left side. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
Yeah, you get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program. And
oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. Fighting off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running back.
Hard running there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Staley. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're going to run it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch and stride inside the 15. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vols!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. With the catch, it's Wingo. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off from the gun. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Shows him the stiff arm. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Plows through the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love the play call by this defense to go with the zone blitz, confuse the quarterback. What does that mean? What do you see when it's a zone blitz, Paul?
Yeah, I think he was confused. You mentioned it. I think he saw zone.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Off-play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Volunteers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that we had.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Bishop.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Under fire. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Eighth play of the drive coming up. To the air, it's Aguilar. That's caught, it's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
To keep it in the air. Grabbed on the outside, it's Matthews. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Oh, he's got a chance. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Just a little off. Incomplete. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Powers through the defender.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. To throw, it's Manning. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
This offense has it with really good field position. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Matthews. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Lewis. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the outside to the left. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And I know you can play play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this.
Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Fires to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down here for the offense. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.